a big tree branch fall pretty much in between their couch and the TV while they were watching TV. Yeah. Hey, do you want to do the intro this time?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the MooseCast episode 5.
No, it's 5. You're right.
Yeah, 5. We are very happy to see you guys again, and I hope you enjoy watching our stuff. I think we've been having a lot of fun, and we enjoy all your support. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Who am I?
And this is Danny, our project manager, and I'm your producer, Cindy.
Hi. So yes, and you did say episode 5, which we had a big meeting today, and she called me out for not knowing what episode we were on. You've teed it up too in front of everybody. You're like, yeah, we're gonna be doing our episode number, and I'm like 4, 5, and then yeah.
Yeah.
It's the YouTube timeline because
Right.
I'm thinking. Now, granted, this is my excuse, so just bear with me here.
Mm-hmm.
We do a recording. It doesn't come out until a weekish later.
Yeah.
So my mind is still behind.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That makes sense.
It shouldn't. I'm compensating here. This is the MooseCast, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not. Episode 5. As she said before, she's Cindy. I'm Danny. We have had some really, granted, it's Omaha, Nebraska. If you don't like the weather, stick around 5 minutes. It'll change at some point here. But we've had some crazy wind lately.
Yeah, it was very random.
Out of nowhere. I was going home. I live in the La Vista area, and I have to walk by like a little thoroughfare. There's like some shops and a little bar there. Mm-hmm. And I get out of my truck. It's heat index 102. It's burning up. I'm walking and I feel the temperature drop like 20 degrees, it feels like. And the wind starts blowing out of nowhere. And all of a sudden I'm getting hit by machine gun rain. I'm like, if it hails, I'm dead. I'm running to my apartment. I don't make it there. I drop into that bar that I live near, and I just pull the door shut. And they're like, "Hey, Danny, what would you like to drink?" And the power goes out immediately right then and there.
So you were at a bar when the power went out?
Absolutely, yes, I was. Not a bad place to be whenever the power goes out, but during that time, because they have like a whole front open like glass where you can just see the little standees for like restaurants. Hey, come inside,
Mm-hmm.
happy hour drinks flying through the air. I watched a car get hit by a random branch and whatnot, and not even getting to the destruction that I've seen here. We'll talk about that here in a moment. But did you have anything happen with the crazy wind? Any power outages or?
Well, I got home and it was still looking pretty sunny. And then an hour later, I was cooking salmon and I was preparing it. And then once I put it into the oven, it just went dark. And I was in my robe when it happened too. I was just like ready to go to bed kind of moment, just like in my robe cooking salmon.
And that's the title to my autobiography, believe it or not, In My Robe Cooking Salmon. But that being said, I ended up having a lot
Oh,
of experiences because North Omaha got hit pretty significantly. Significantly. I'll try to tag some photos, and I'm sure you've probably seen them anyway, scrolling through Company Cam, where either people got extremely lucky or not so much. There's one family who ended up having a big tree branch fall pretty much in between their couch and the TV while they were watching TV. Yeah. Got them patched up, taken care of, where we've got their installation job coming here soon. I had this one the day after that big storm happened. No joke. This, giant tree caught wind as it was falling. It was going to fall directly onto the house, but the wind caught it and it started falling at an angle. And all those box vents. We've had the roof seminar here. She's like, I know now. I'm an expert now. And all the penetrations and everything through the roof, it fell at an angle and it just shaved off everything. It didn't crush the house. It just fell at an angle and shaved off all of those penetrations on top of the roof and then destroyed their deck. it's been crazy. There's one lady who has foundation issues. Like a tree big enough hit her house where she's got to have her foundation fixed and structurally everything fixed before we can even go in and do any roof work. So if you guys have been affected by any of that stuff, heart goes out to you. Hopefully nobody was hurt. Hopefully everybody, of course everybody's going to be insured, right? But that being said, I have seen a lot of destruction, especially in North O, to the point where I think I had 5 different inspections or appointments within like 3 blocks of each other. Wow. And I had to drive around like 3 or 4 downed power lines in the road. So I think there's a certain number of people right now that are still without power.
Yeah. It was terrible. Like on OPPD, apologize. They have like a map showing you where like the most affected area are, and it was like completely dark in North Omaha, like North Central Omaha.
I absolutely believe it. I saw it, and it's cool to drive around and see a lot of neighbors and whatnot come together and you know, bust out the chainsaws and start trying to get this stuff cleaned up. But yeah, heart goes out to you guys who had major losses to home and property there. But whenever it comes to really what damages your roof in a big windstorm, I mean, all the time we run into blow-offs. You know, your house is on a hill at a certain angle and the wind comes right through, and then you've got these guys lifting up and then they rip off of your roof, or they're flapping on the roof. I've got a few of those that I've gone up and I've patched myself. But the major ones that of course you need to be aware of, and if you have any major storm happening, you've got a lot of tree coverage around your home. I had one today. It just looked like branches were sitting on her on top of her house. So I go up and I'm like, okay, I don't expect there to be any major damage because they were smaller branches. I didn't expect there to be any sort of major damage. But whenever I went up there, I pull off branches, throw them down, and she's like, okay, picking them back up, throwing them into the pile. And one of them had come from a neighbor's tree, probably a good 60 yards away, and it was only about yay big. And for the creepers that are listening right now and aren't watching the video, I would say about 1.5 inches in diameter. This branch was forced through her roof into the decking, through the shingles, through the wood and everything. So I got her priced up today to get that thing taken care of as soon as possible. And another big thing too, because we've got to put it this way. Your first reaction a lot of times whenever you see big damage like that is to immediately, let's call the insurance company. Let's see if we can get somebody out here to get them to cover it. A lot of times I've ran into a lot of homeowners where their deductible is higher than it would be to just get the repair done out of pocket.
Yeah.
So in my experience, it's a good idea to just have a roofer or someone, well versed in that to come out and take a look to see if it would even be worth taking to insurance at that point. Because, I think the less claims on your record, the better to begin with. And if you don't have to pay upwards of $5,000 or in excess for a deductible, and we can get it done for quite less than that out of pocket, I think that's going to be the way to go. But did you have any friends or family, anybody who was affected by this whole thing? Or
I don't have a lot of family living out here besides my older brother.
Yeah.
And then my sister-in-law in Lincoln. They also dealt with the wind too.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
She almost had her tree fall on her car.
Jeez.
Also shout out to Patti. Hi.
Hello, Patti.
But thankfully no one got hurt. Her house looked fine. Everything was fine. My family lives in Grand Island, so I don't think they got anything as bad as that yet.
Right. That and wind is a way of life in Nebraska as it is. It just, when we're talking of excess of up to 90 miles an hour out of nowhere, and oddly enough, were there any tornadoes?
No.
I don't think so.
I thought there would be, but it just happened. It was just like a
straight line winds. They weren't funneling at that point.
100-mile winds.
Jeez.
So,
yeah. So yeah, absolutely. When should you call, right? anytime we have a storm like that, anytime you see downed trees, anytime that, you have any sort of inkling of there being any sort of damage to your roof that you may not even be able to see, absolutely let us know. Case in point, that the older couple that I went to go investigate their home today, they just thought some branches fell on there and hey, toss them down. I don't think there's going to be any damage. And they got definitely a gash. They were stabbed at that point by their neighbor's tree. So definitely, in terms of when you should call, first off, call Moose Roofing or a roofer of your choice there. And then from there, once again, it's a imperative. If you have any down trees, let us know. But when do you think your roof should be claimed? That is really going to depend on really what that roofer or contractor says, because I know, like I said, I've gone out to many homes here lately, and it's been, hey, I've got a $5,000 deductible. I'm not really sure what to do. And I go up there and I'm like, oh, it's only going to be X amount. Don't even worry about it. So if it ever is going to be exceeding it, if you have beyond just a hole, beyond just a few blow offs, if you got a whole side of your home that is missing, I just knocked the hell out of this mic.
Oh, so sorry to stop you. Do you want to scoot over a little bit? Cause kind of
don't want to scoot
off the corner
this way or toward you?
Toward me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Just a little pause here, people. Bear with us.
We normally figure this stuff out beforehand, but we've done a lot of work today. We actually have a monitor that we just put up.
Yeah.
That I'm trying not to look at because I can see myself, but talking to you versus talking to me,
We look good.
Damn right I do.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
So yeah, getting back to when your roof should be claimed, listen to whomever comes out there to do the investigation. If you've got a whole facet or a whole slope or a whole side of your home that's been affected, it may be a good idea. If you got a lot of blow-offs, if you got leaking especially, it may be a good idea. But I will always recommend having someone out there who knows what they're doing rather than calling insurance first, for two reasons: to assess if it's even worth filing a claim, and I've done a lot of temporary patch jobs too, to make sure we can mitigate anything. I'll take all the photos that we're going to need to send off to insurance to show them the damage. And then I go through and I patch it up accordingly here. I had another homeowner who had quite a bit of blow offs from this. I ended up having to pull off, 3 turtle vents and of course, mitigate everything from there. And believe it or not, if you have to mitigate any sort of damage, the insurance is going to have to front the money for that as well, normally, depending on your policy. I'm not allowed to really or able to speak about your exact policy by any means, but with most policies, if you have to do anything to mitigate further damage, it's a good idea to go ahead and do so as the homeowner, because it is going to be your responsibility at that point. So have me or whomever at Moose Roofing help you out with that. But in terms of these big windstorms, we wanted to bring that up because it's just one of the pertinent things we've been going through here lately. Oh my gosh.
So sorry.
Who was that? No, call him back right now.
It's Julio.
It's Julio? Call him.
Should I call him?
Do it. Hopefully you don't have to edit anything. He's going to start saying some offensive stuff.
Hi, love. You're on speaker. You're on the podcast. Say hello.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Julio. Did you need anything?
No, I was just making sure everything was okay since it's past 4:30.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
it's all good. Yeah, you guys do your thing.
We're recording. You weren't interrupting or anything. It's honestly her fault because she didn't have her phone on silent.
It's my fault.
No, you're fine. All right, you guys have fun.
Thanks.
Smooches, babe.
All right, bye.
He was not entertained by that.
He was probably really nervous knowing that he was on the podcast. He's a shy guy.
Is he a shy guy? I didn't get that from him when I met him.
Yeah, he's pretty shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to wrap that whole thing up, windstorm, major wind, any sort of event like that, it's not just hail at this point, of course. Definitely let us know. And this is going to segue into our sponsor for today, NordVPN. If you have any need to, I almost did it. I almost did the whole ad read for a sponsor that we don't have. It's going to be for Moose Roofing, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick ad break for us. This podcast is brought to you by Moose Roofing. It is a Moose Roofing podcast, so this is kind of a no-brainer. But if you need your roof checked out, if you got spots on the ceiling, if you have a recent hailstorm, if you have a recent windstorm, if you have a leak anywhere in any way, shape, form, or fashion, please call an expert, preferably Moose Roofing. Smooches, love you, bye. So now that we've covered the recent goings on in terms of the weather and how homeowners are being affected, unfortunately, by the whole wind thing, what's going on at Moose here? So the last time we did this, I was very impressed. Do you know, because you just have birthday shout outs written on this thing right now.
Yeah.
Do you know whose birthdays you're going to be shouting out?
Well, I know Jeremy just had his birthday.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
On the 4th of August.
Love you, Jeremy. Smooches.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, buddy.
And I was supposed to put like a shout out on Facebook, but my computer has been acting up lately, so I apologize, Jeremy. It's my fault.
Excuses.
Taking accountability for myself. But yeah.
Okay.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated
Jeremy.
birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
No, that's his only birthday.
Really?
Yeah, that's the only one this month.
For August?
Well, so far. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we, of course, like to have Moose events, which I think this one's going to be for the Miller Days, right?
No.
This one is not for Miller Days. Miller Days is going to be the one after that.
No, it's
this
the
is
one
episode
before.
4, right?
5.
Okay.
You're messing with me.
No.
For a second, I was actually going to agree with you, and then I was like, wait.
I'm just going to gaslight you into thinking this is episode 4 until you actually label it episode 4.
Well, it's going to be posted the day of. So we would already have done our Moose event.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still figuring out the timing of everything, but yeah.
YouTube time is beyond me.
Right.
Or Spotify time.
Oh, yeah.
News on that front you didn't write down.
Yeah, that's actually an announcement because I didn't think I was actually going to get it up today. But yeah, we're on Spotify. Just look up MooseCast and all of our episodes are up there. Well, except for this one yet. But,
already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so give it a listen. If you're an audio listener, you can listen to us while you're driving or just have us in the background.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
Absolutely.
But it's very, very exciting.
You can stealth creep on us without having to watch us on a screen somewhere. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But that is huge news. I wasn't expecting that. So now we're adding one more thing that we have to do we have to plug at the end of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Which I'll try to remember as best as I can here.
I mean, that just shows that we're expanding.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
We absolutely are.
I'm actually working on Apple Podcasts too.
Okay.
Because I don't know if people do Spotify or Apple, but it's good to have a variety.
I listen honestly, like any. I'm a Google/YouTube person, so it's like YouTube Music. That's where I get all my podcasts as well. So I don't know if you do that on. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
We won't get into the too inside baseball there. But Moose event, we're going to be doing a grill out before the whole Miller Days thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So do you know what food we're grilling out?
Brats. And I'm actually taking lead on this.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
the authority on this.
Okay. The whole purpose of it, not only to do a moose soup, but since we are helping out, well, I wouldn't say helping out at Miller Days, but being part of it, we want to make sure that the grills are working so that we're serving the people at the parade hot dogs.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Wait, we're giving away free hot dogs to civilians?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who
it's
signed
a
off on
first
this?
come, first serve kind of thing. So, if we run out, we run out. But, it's free.
Beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
So another reason to come hang out. And this is going to be at the Moose office.
Yes.
Which is the address. Do we have that handy? Do we know that?
The address of Moose?
The Moose office?
Yeah.
You know it?
4760 South 135th Street. Am I right?
You're good. You're good. 4760 South 135th Street in Omaha, 68137. Come on by. We're going to be able to feed you free hot dogs, and you can come talk to us if you would like. And then maybe even set up an inspection if you've had some weird wind event here recently.
Well, do you know your position for that?
My position?
Yeah, for Miller Days.
Oh, no.
You're going to be just walking.
I'm walking?
Yeah, in the parade.
Okay, I'll get my steps in. I'll
be in the parade too, taking pictures.
Okay, are you gonna be riding something though?
Yeah, I'll be in the back of a truck.
Okay, so
gotta get the good angles.
Why do I have to walk and you get to ride something?
Aren't you a people person?
We don't have to broadcast that or anything. Anyway, but yeah, no. If anything, I think Amy sent out an email about that today. But yes, we got a parade going for Miller Days, doing a grill out, doing some brats, giving some free hot dogs away. So please come by. You put up the address, so I don't know it now. Once again, what's that address?
4760 South 135th Street in Omaha, Nebraska.
Beautiful. Thank you so much on that front. But you and I have tried to plan another outing in terms of you getting some. Please tell me you hear that.
Yeah.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. It's the.
Is this the second time this has happened?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't happen last time.
The cleaning people are here. I think they come on Fridays. We pick a great time to do this.
But yeah, you'll be hearing it.
You're gonna hear the vacuum going here. At least you know this place is clean.
Yeah, and we appreciate them a lot too. They're very nice.
Thank you, cleaning ladies.
Yes.
I know your names. I just can't remember them. But yeah, you and I have been trying to plan another day for you to kind of go out and do a day in the life and learn a bit more here. But of course, you've been busy, and I have been running around with my head cut off here lately.
Yeah.
With all these, wind and other damage and whatnot's been going on here. So what is new with you?
Well, next week I'm very excited because I will be shooting 2 ads for Moose Roofing with the help of Dalton. Shout out to Dalton. I appreciate you helping out.
Hi, Dalton.
But yeah, we'll be around Omaha shooting some cool scenes. And just like shooting some cool stuff with the Moose truck and trying to put that together. It'll be super fun.
Okay, I really hope that everybody can hear the vacuum right now.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This room is technically soundproof.
Well, supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's just not. So wait, real quick. I didn't know about the ad thing. So what are you guys filming? Are you just doing you're filming Dalton go around and do what's going on?
Well, he's going to use his drone to follow the moose truck around neighborhoods. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to quote Wyatt, but I have vision in here.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's all up there.
It's all in here.
Okay. So you're gonna get some drone shots of the truck going around the neighborhood.
Yeah, and then getting shots of him coming out of the moose truck and going to a homeowner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Am I gonna have to do the ad read over that one?
No, actually, I want the big boss to do a cool voiceover.
Nice.
Yeah,
you're gonna get Pat involved.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we have time with him next week, so maybe if I could sneak in hey, can you do this quick, ad read?
Read this thing off for me for 30
with,
seconds.
His professional, very outspoken voice, because he's a very good speaker.
He is. Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll
Beautiful.
see how that goes.
I'm excited to see it. Do we need to do another commercial, you think, for the break spot for this, or were you just going to keep using the same one, you think?
We might do another one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that as I'm watching it, I'm like, we should probably switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should get another tag along here coming soon, where we'll get some men on the street kind of things going, and maybe go around to some of these homes that have been affected by the wind, especially, and really just kind of show you the process of how we evaluate that, fix that, temporarily patch that, whatever it may be. So yeah, getting out there. But
wait, how was your week?
My week was
Yeah.
a blur.
Yeah.
My week was a blur. So with all the wind appointments, there were a lot of people where I was glad they called us out and no damage was found, right? But there were a lot where it's just I'm out there for a little bit longer than I expected, just making sure everything's patched up and no water's going to be getting in until we actually get our patch crew out there to get the actual fix done. But it's been a bit of a whirlwind this week.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, bit of a whirlwind this week. I haven't been around in the morning for quite a while. I kind of hit the ground running every day, but even then, it's rewarding. I do love what I do. As busy as it may be right now, I will say the saving grace this week was like Wednesday, or was it late Tuesday, where it like dropped to 70 and stayed there.
Oh my gosh, it makes me so excited for fall. Gosh.
Yeah, my very sunburned bald spot like thanks Mother Nature right now, because the week started off on Monday where it was like in almost the hundreds.
Yeah, it was awful.
And then it dropped down. So getting on these roofs has been a lot more pleasant here recently. But that's been my week though. But on to more interesting and important things.
Yes, very important.
I actually haven't gone back and watched the full episode yet.
Which one?
Where we had the pupusa battle. So what do you think should be next? Pupusas again? Or should we pick another food category, pick another food item, and then we choose what we like and we blind taste test them, you think?
Well,
to determine whatever the best
really
is in Omaha.
Blind test the other one.
We should have. We were very unorganized for the last one.
I mean, we did have kind of an excuse because we were like, okay, let's get going, because we did have that family event that we had to attend to. So I think, we'll probably be a little more organized. I won't promise that it's going to be on point, but a little more.
We're going to under-promise and over-deliver on this next one.
I think Amy should help us out.
Yeah.
She should like write on sticky notes which places from where.
She's the master coordinator and can definitely facilitate.
Well, I don't want to put a lot of work on her either. She's a very busy lady, but just like
she would enjoy this. She would. she would relish this.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Amy.
Smooches. Hi.
Ooh, where'd you learn that from?
I don't know. You see that? I'm 34. That being said, so what do you think the next food item will be, though?
I think it should be something. I don't know.
So
can't really decide.
Okay, so we can do pupusas again, but you only know the two other places,
right?
Or we could do cheap Chinese food.
I was actually thinking Chinese food.
An American staple. Cheap Chinese food. Right. What is your favorite? Like, if you went to a Chinese buffet right now, what's the first thing you pick? What's the first thing you get?
The first thing I get is the Mongolian beef.
Mongolian beef. Okay.
Or the beef broccoli.
Or beef and broccoli. Okay. Are you a General Tso's kind of gal?
I like General Tso's, yeah.
Okay. So how about we do this? Mongolian beef, General Tso's. I'll pick my favorite place. You pick your favorite place.
Cool.
We blind taste test them, determine what the best is.
Yeah.
And we'll put that as a separate tournament bracket for Chinese food and separate from the pupusas. And then we'll go back to pupusas the next episode.
Yeah, like a little break in between.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay? All right.
Yeah.
Now, we just want an excuse to eat cheap Chinese food and pupusas at this point. But...
Wait.
I'm waiting.
Should we have those DoorDashed? That way they come in like kind of...
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Hot,
Yeah.
Or are we just going to go in, like, we go get them, leave them in the microwave, heat them up, and then eat them?
So it depends. Day-old cheap Chinese food, microwave the next day is my favorite.
Oh.
I love it.
Like pizza?
Yes. But I think the DoorDash we should DoorDash it here, I think.
Think so?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Like to give it a fair shot?
Fair shot, fresh. We bring it in. Hopefully it's not on the other side of Omaha. Poor DoorDash driver.
I mean,
but
yeah, they get paid by the hour now. I think.
Do they really?
Yeah, not by the hour, but like when I DoorDash, they changed it to when you first like accept the order, it starts timing you, and then like up until you delivered it.
Okay.
So it counts that time in between.
Okay.
And that's how much they get paid.
Are you a pizza gal?
I like pizza.
Okay. What's your favorite pizza place around here?
I actually haven't found one.
So far for me, it's Cobb's.
Cobb's?
Yeah. It's really
Cobb's.
Expensive.
It is.
So far for me, it's Cobb's.
Yeah.
We'll have a pizza whenever you decide what you like. We'll have to do a pizza one as well. Cheap Chinese food, Mongolian beef, General Tso's.
Actually, that would be a good test for me because since I can't have cheese, I sometimes like would ask for extra marinara.
Okay.
And some places don't add extra marinara.
Okay.
They either like add like a lot more pepperoni or like whatever topping I asked for to kind of like, you know,
compensate.
Yeah, compensate for the
so I have to
cheese.
use as much. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I like seeing how other places do it differently.
Okay.
So far, I've liked Pizza Hut how they've done it so far.
Wow.
They just slap a bunch of marinara. It's amazing. Yeah.
Chinese food next, then we'll move on. We got to decide on the pupusa thing too. Anyway, so much food, so little time. Speaking of time, what a segue. At this point, we're trying to keep this a little bit shorter because, you know, we're respecting your time here as well. I've been Danny, still am, believe it or not, project manager here at Moose Roofing, and you've been Cindy,
right?
Hopefully still are. Social media guru, professional.
That's a lot. It's a lot of
producer.
Pressure. I like producer.
I like producer as well. But, and this has been the MooseCast. Make sure to give us a follow, give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a smooch, give us a hug, give us unwavering eye contact and your unconditional love on Facebook, on Instagram, on hopefully TikTok soon.
Coming soon
on YouTube and on Spotify.
Yes.
If you're creeping on us without looking at us. But once again, any closing thoughts before I smooch these people out of here?
No, just thank you for watching, and I hope we continue doing this because it is a lot of fun. It's it's like one of my favorite parts of the week.
Oh my gosh, it's like the end. It's the release at the end of the week.
Yeah, you just want to like.
Yep. Let's just sit down in front of a camera and talk some BS to you people. Just kidding. We're here to inform.
And inform and educate.
BS and inform. MooseCast. Smooches. Love ya. Bye-bye.